What's going on, guys? Howard Axel back with another video for you guys today. I know, I've been away and I do apologize for that. Between traveling, going to see friends and family, and working, I mean, this new schedule for work has really just screwed up my entire time management. So I do apologize for that. Please bear with me on that. I'm trying to get it back under control and find some time to go karting and create some content for you guys. Now, with that being said, we were able to upgrade from the GoPro Hero 8, and now we have the GoPro 12, so I'm super stoked about that. I am loving the quality. I'm loving, honestly, just the results with it. I'm happy customer all the way around, right? With that being said, though, there is a newcomer on the block as well from MB2, and his name is Squishy Potato. He has honestly been laying down one of the fastest lap times that we've seen, not only from him but from Jagger too. He honestly is competing with Jagger really well in the GP from what it's sounding like, and honestly I'm curious to see how this GP season is going to go. Yes, it's already started and we'll hop in around April time, but I'm super stoked. Currently right now KART 7 is one of the top karts, so it has the fastest, acceleration, top speed. The handling is a little tricky. It's really tight, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But as always, guys, let's hop right into it and start these races. Alright, guys, so as you can see, we kind of warm up and we get used to the track again, starting passing people, and it starts to get me in the mood and I'm ready for this race. So we get KART 7, and as you can see, I'm kind of just testing out the handling here. I'm just kind of warming up the kart, just seeing what it can do. I've heard good feedback from this at this moment, so I'm looking at it and just kind of testing where I can push the limits of the kart and just see where the acceleration is, the top speed is, and try and keep it as smooth as possible. Here I'm still trying to stick to my old line, which I kind of adjust in the later race. In this one I think we get a 20.2, not the 20.07 that I get later on. This car, again, it's fast, it has the good acceleration, it has good top speed. I wasn't able to put down a decent lap here, just trying to test out the car. I was using my old line, so of course that didn't work that well for me either. Alright, so for this next lap, you can see me swinging out wide, carrying as much speed as possible down the straight, and then here I'm going to be cutting in, kind of swinging wide to apex the back corner of the chicane there. I'm apexing the hairpin, swinging out wide to that back wall, and then kind of cutting in for this corner here. I'm swinging out about, mid to outside of the track there, cutting in, and then here's where I make my mistake. You can see I got sucked in a little bit too far for that last corner, and then I missed the apex for it, swinging me out wide for the straight, and that kind of screws me up. I'm pretty sure I lost my 0.2 there for that fastest time, so a 20.2 at that point. Again, I was trying to kind of keep as much speed as possible. The steering, again, was really, really tight for me. And if not, then I was kind of bouncing around or scrubbing off too much speed. Again, here you can kind of see, I'm like, all right, well, how do we do? I look back, I can kind of see that, we're running that 20.2, but I was trying to cut off more speed. So here you can kind of see me go back into it. I'm still trying to cut off more speed, trying to keep the kart as smooth as possible. I think for number 7, that's kind of what it likes, is to be as smooth and as, fluent as possible here. So in this next race, you can see I finally get in a race with Squishy Potato here. You can see he's setting up for his lap here. He cuts inside, carrying as much speed as possible down into the straight. Swings about, mid-track, and then Apex is the backside of the chicane like we've been talking about. Apex is the hairpin, and then swings all the way out to the wall. Goes directly towards the corner, stays about mid to outside of the corner here, and then kind of swings and cuts everything as he's swinging wide for the upcoming straight. You can see this line is honestly used by a lot of racers, not only me, but multiple people. Honestly, this is a very good starting line, and then everybody, makes their tweaks around the corners or how they throw it in or throttle or, kind of where they're at or whether they brake or not. And honestly, guys, if you want to be running fast times in the 20s, this is the line that you should be taking. Everybody runs it a little bit different. You just kind of have to figure out what works best for you. But in my opinion, this line is making everybody become a little bit faster in some way. So if you want to be faster, I definitely recommend trying this line and seeing how it works best for you. So in this race, I can kind of see that these guys have been here often, but maybe not too often. They're not, I wouldn't say regulars at this point. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Here I'm following 29. I get into the back of him right here, right in the hairpin right there. He had braked. He was trying to slow down for the slower traffic. I think she's been here maybe a couple of times, but she was still a little bit nervous on the track. She tried to stay to the outside for us as much as possible and was kind of watching her surroundings. Applaud to her for the kart awareness that she had. Just trying to move forward here. I'm trying to catch the guys. I can see them way up ahead. I'm trying to catch them and run them down. That way I can kind of race with them. They were cracking jokes who would have the faster lap time. So here I'm kind of just trying to race them down and see what I can do and kind of race against them, see what their line is and see if I could give them some tips. Here I come up on this guy. He has raced there a couple of times, I think he said. So he sees me on the left. I can see he's hitting the brakes, so I slam on the gas and try and cut in down. So here I catch the top pack here. I'm trying to keep as much speed as possible so I can run him down on the back stretch. 29 kind of looks back. He sees me here, and then he pulls off to the left. Big shout out to him. Now I'm going on the attack. I'm trying to catch these guys. All right, guys, so for this next race, I actually end up racing with a family here. So I was trying to race as cleanly as possible and try and, kind of stay out of their way. That way they could enjoy it and just have as much fun as possible. Here, I just kind of let everybody go because I know I'm going to stay in the back of the pack. Just try and cut down as much time as possible in this KART 7. Honestly, this is where I made that 20.2. You can kind of see here the lines that I'm taking. I'm able to just keep the kart as smooth as possible through the corners and just try and keep as much speed as possible for this kart. We were able to get a 20.07. So honestly, guys, you just want to keep the kart as smooth as possible. That's the only tip I have for it. The acceleration there, the top speeds there, the kart is almost perfect. All right, guys, so for this lap, you can see I'm setting up. I dive in hard. This is the lap that I get the 20.0. So swinging out, kind of carrying, apexing the back chicane, carrying enough speed into the hairpin, swinging out to the outside wall. I kind of linger there, just trying to keep as much speed as possible. I'm swinging out wide, trying to be as smooth as possible with the steering. You can see I don't get sucked out here, so then we slingshot past and go all the way to the outside wall. There, I was just able to keep the speed there. It's just a lot faster than the previous lap, like 2/10 faster, obviously. That's the difference in these cards. Sometimes you gotta kind of pay attention to where you're messing up or where you're getting sucked in on some of these corners, and you just kind of got to make those minor adjustments. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I do appreciate it. I apologize again for the GoPro dying. Unfortunately, I didn't bring the chargers with me, so I couldn't charge them. But if you guys like the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave a comment and tell me what you guys want to see next.